Have you ever considered what your blood type may reveal about you? Not only about your health or genetics, but about something much more important, your spiritual mission, your relationship with God, and the universe. Since ancient times, blood has traditionally been revered as a holy connection between the body and the spirit, the earthly and the heavenly. And what if I told you that your blood type may provide information about the task God has assigned to you? Each of us was formed for a certain reason, and the blood in our veins may represent that mission. It is not by luck that you experience particular emotions, possess unique abilities, or are attracted to various pathways. God frequently writes our tale in ways that we might not immediately comprehend, but if we look attentively, we may see that He has left clues in everything, even our blood. Today, I'd like to discuss how your blood type might disclose information about your spiritual background and function in the world. We'll talk about how each blood type has distinct features, particular abilities, and a divine purpose. Perhaps you've already been compelled to pursue something better. That something inside you ties you to paradise, and you know what? You're not alone. God has a plan for every one of us. Understanding ourselves better may help us walk with more faith and clarity. So, if you believe you are unique, your existence has a higher purpose, stay with me until the finish of the video. Let us investigate the secrets that God has put inside our nature. Before we begin, I want to ask you a question. If you love information that helps you develop spiritually and comprehend your mission, please subscribe to Ascension Steps and enable the notification bell. This way, you won't miss any films and may continue to travel with us on this path of faith and self-discovery. Let us uncover what God has written in you. Now, should we begin? Type O, the spiritual guardians of God. If you have blood type O, you are a unique individual. God has chosen you for a special task, something that extends beyond what the eyes can see. You have been asked to serve as a spiritual guardian, protecting and balancing the earth's energy. Since ancient times, blood type O has been linked to natural leaders, those who tackle obstacles with bravery and have boundless inner strength. Maybe you've already felt it, that sensation of having more responsibility, something that inspires you to care for, protect, or lead others. This is not by coincidence. The blood in your veins bears an ancestral legacy, a link to the ancient guardians of civilizations such as Atlantis and Lemuria. These areas were famed for their profound spiritual understanding, safeguarded by people who struck a balance between the physical and spiritual realms. You, with blood type O, are a mirror of this bloodline. God gave you this assignment because He knew you would have the strength to do it. Your intuition is one of your most valuable skills. It's as if you have an internal radar that guides you, allowing you to see what others cannot. This intuition is a gift from God, a spiritual compass that guides you between the tangible and the heavenly. Furthermore, you have a high level of empathy and can sense the feelings of others around you, nearly as if they were your own. This may be burdensome at times, but keep in mind that God gave you empathy because He knew you'd be strong enough to deal with it. Even in the face of the most challenging circumstances, you can get up and continue onward. This inner strength is what makes you distinct. Every obstacle you endure is a chance to develop spiritually and move closer to God's plan for your life. He has developed you to be tenacious, to endure adversity, and emerge from it stronger. Your duty as a spiritual guardian is clear: to protect, balance, and lead. However, This does not imply that you must bear the weight of the world alone. God has not called you to be a martyr, but rather to be an example of courage and faith. He wants you to utilize the abilities He has given you to make a difference in the world, to be a light that guides others. Have you ever felt that something higher is directing you? That sensation that you've been called to something exceptional, something you may not be able to put into words? The force you feel is not a burden, but rather a gift. It demonstrates that God trusts you because He has chosen you to be a guardian, someone who makes a difference in the world. If you're still confused about how to complete this quest, don't worry. The way will gradually show itself as you become more connected to God and to your own soul. Trust in the process. Trust in the divine knowledge that exists within you. God is constantly with you, guiding and strengthening you. Type A, messengers from the celestial kingdom. If you have blood type A, you have a specific duty, a calling from the divine world. God has chosen you to be a heavenly messenger, someone who can bring spiritual understanding into the physical world. You're not here by chance. Your methodical, diligent, and inventive personality reflects God's plan for your life. You have been asked to be a conduit, a link between the terrestrial and heavenly realms, someone who provides light and enlightenment to others who still wander in darkness. People with blood type A have a special connection to the divine. It's as if you have a unique ability to detect the patterns of the cosmos. God communicates messages to us via signs, dreams, and even the smallest details of our daily lives. Had you noticed how often you can see beyond the apparent, as if you had a bigger perspective or a better grasp of things? This is a gift from God that will enable you to complete your task. Your creativity is one of the most powerful tools you have. It makes little difference if you express it via art, literature, music, or even creative ideas and solutions. What is important is that you have the ability to translate something from above, something spiritual, into something that others can comprehend and relate to. This is the core of being a divine messenger, converting what is heavenly into human, bringing the unseen into the visible world. Have you ever felt a deeper sense of duty, as if something inside you is asking you to share, educate, or advise others? This is not by coincidence. God has given you the task of documenting His knowledge and serving as a protector of heavenly communications. Perhaps you've already observed how easy it is for you to organize your thoughts and ideas, as well as create something that inspires and touches people's hearts. This is part of your role as a heavenly kingdom messenger. You have a profound connection to nature's cycles in the universe. The moon, for example, may have a unique effect on you. Moments of reflection beneath the moonlight may help you uncover your intuition and tap into the creativity that God has instilled in you. These times of stillness and connection allow you to hear God's voice more clearly and receive the words He wants you to share with the world. However, being a heavenly messenger entails more than just generating and conveying messages. It's also about setting an example, someone who lives by the values God has taught us. Your life, your actions, your decisions, these are all messages. People around you notice you, and it is frequently by your example that others are inspired to seek the light and connect with God. You have been chosen to be a bridge builder, someone who links the earthly and heavenly realms, the human and divine. As a result, you may often feel torn between these two realities. You may experience a perpetual desire for balance, seeking equilibrium between the spiritual and the material. And it is natural. This is part of your mission. God has given you this sensitivity so that you might walk between these two realms and help others do the same. If you feel that you're carrying a burden because you're so sensitive and see things that others don't, remember that this is part of your purpose. God gave you this sensitivity because He knew you'd be strong enough to manage it. And remember that you are not alone. God is constantly at your side, leading, strengthening, and revealing how to carry out your role as a divine messenger. It is critical that you set aside time to connect with God in your soul. Spiritual pilgrimages, prayer, meditation, or even simple walks in nature may help you gain clarity and calm. These moments of connection are vital for hearing God's voice and understanding what He wants you to do. Accomplish. Another crucial thing is to trust your instincts. Many times, God communicates with us via sensations, impressions, and subtle signals that we cannot always understand. If you have a gut feeling that something is right or wrong, believe it. Your intuition is a heavenly instrument that God has given you to lead you in the correct direction. Above all, remember that your duty is to offer light to people who are in darkness. This might signify a variety of things, such as motivating someone with your words, assisting someone who is experiencing difficulties, creating something that moves others, or just living in a manner that shows God's love and wisdom. It does not matter how you do it. What is important is that you are fulfilling God's purpose for your life. You have been chosen as a messenger, carrying the heavenly kingdom's light and sharing it with the earth. This is both a huge duty and a wonderful honor. God entrusted you with this assignment because He believed you could do it. And even when you feel lost or overwhelmed, know that He is always there to guide and empower you. If you believe you have been called to something larger, that something inside you ties you to the divine, know that this is God molding you and preparing you to carry out the assignment He has given you. Trust the process and the divine knowledge that exists inside you. God is constantly with you, guiding and strengthening you. And if you're still unsure how to complete this quest, don't worry. The way will gradually show itself as you become more connected to God in your own soul. The key thing is to keep going with trust, knowing that you have been chosen for something exceptional, something only you can do. Type B, Celestial Mystics. If you have Type B blood, you have a particular link to the universe. Your spirit seems to connect with something beyond this planet, as if you were a wanderer between realms, someone who wanders between heaven and earth. God has chosen you to be a celestial mystic, an envoy of cosmic knowledge with the goal of uplifting mankind. This profound connection with the stars, particularly when Sirius, reveals your distinct spiritual identity and the divine destiny that has been bestowed upon you. Perhaps you've previously felt like you don't really belong in this world. It's as if something inside you ties you to a faraway location, something that cannot be expressed in words. This sense of not belonging is not a flaw or a mistake, but rather an indication that your spirit is in touch with higher realms. You have been asked to convey the knowledge of these realms into the physical world so that people might expand their awareness and connect with the divine. Your intuition is one of your most valuable skills. You sense things that others do not, and you feel the energy around you in a profound and unique manner. God gave you this heightened awareness as a gift to help you on your path. Furthermore, you possess a sympathetic awareness of the world, the capacity to look past appearances and comprehend the feelings and struggles of others around you. This sensitivity is what distinguishes you as a natural healer, capable of providing comfort, direction, and knowledge to people in need. As a heavenly mystic, your goal is clear: offer light, knowledge, and growth to mankind. However, this does not imply you have to bear this load alone. God is constantly with you, guiding and strengthening you. He assigned you this job because He knew you were capable of carrying it out. And He knew you had the power and intelligence required to change the world. To complete your goal, you must make time to connect with your spiritual nature. Meditation, particularly near water, may have a significant effect on you. Water is an element that mirrors the fluidity and depth of your soul, and being near it may help you connect with your divine understanding. These moments of connection are vital for hearing God's message and understanding the route He wants you to take. Observing the sky, particularly at night, may provide you with power and clarity. The stars, which have traditionally represented direction and mystery, may help you recall your connection to the universe and the broader purpose you serve. Looking at the sky reminds you that you are not alone and that someone larger is guiding and protecting you. Your path as a heavenly mystic may seem lonely at times. Not everyone understands the depths of your spirit or the complexities of your purpose. But you should know that you are never alone. God is always with you. There are other souls like yours, spread across the globe, that have the same connection with the divine. Your purpose is to identify these spirits, connect with them, and bring light and knowledge into the globe. You have been asked to raise the awareness of others around you, to help them see beyond what is seen and tangible. This may be accomplished in a variety of ways, including words, deeds, art, and just living your life as an example. The key thing is that you stay loyal to your nature, trust the divine insight inside you, and continue to walk with faith and bravery. If you believe you have been called to something larger, that something inside you ties you to the universe, know that this is God molding you and preparing you to carry out the assignment He has given you. Trust the process and the divine knowledge that exists inside you. God is constantly with you, guiding and strengthening you. Even if you feel lost or overwhelmed, remember you are not alone. God never assigns a task more than we can handle. He selected you because He believed you were competent, because He saw that you had something special to give the world. Your role as a heavenly mystic is to provide light, knowledge, and growth to mankind. And even if the journey is not always straightforward, know that every step you take, every person you meet, and every moment of connection you have, brings you closer to the purpose God has set for your life. You are a wanderer between worlds, someone who links heaven and earth, someone who brings the heavenly into our concrete world. And if you ever feel alone or misunderstood, remember that you are exactly where you should be, doing exactly what you should be doing. God picked you for this task because He recognized your abilities, because He believed you have the power, knowledge, and light required to make a difference. Believe in yourself, believe in your instincts, believe in the spiritual knowledge that exists within you. Above everything, trust God. He is constantly by you, leading, strengthening, and showing you the path. You've been called to something exceptional, something that only you can accomplish. And even if the route is not always plain, remember that you are precisely where you should be to achieve God's plan for your life. Type A, the Cosmic Alchemists. If you have blood type AB, realize that you are a unique individual chosen for a specific purpose. This is the most unusual blood type, reflecting the distinctiveness of your goal. God has called you to be a cosmic alchemist, a person who can create harmony by uniting what seems to be opposing forces. Where there is division, you were formed to bring the holy and the everyday together, to demonstrate that light and gloom may coexist, and that God can be found in all of existence. Your spiritual nature is defined by a certain skill. You can reach higher dimensions while keeping your feet firmly planted on the earth. This signifies that you have a strong connection to the divine, but you also understand how to utilize that insight in the practical world. The blending of the spiritual and the tangible is what distinguishes a great alchemist. You turn disagreements into solutions, confusion into equilibrium, and uncertainty into clarity. Your intuition is one of your greatest assets. You possess a nature that mixes logic with spirituality, reason, and faith. This permits you to see things that few others can. While many individuals get lost in extremes, you have the capacity to locate a middle ground, to build bridges between ideas, people, and worlds. This skill reflects God's call on your life to be a transformative agent, someone who promotes togetherness where there is separation. Perhaps you've observed that you're often required to settle disagreements or help others view things from a larger perspective. This is not by coincidence. God gave you this assignment because He knew you have the insight and compassion required to do it. Your presence has the capacity to soothe, clarify, and encourage others to seek balance in their own lives, allowing you to fully realize your potential as a cosmic alchemist. It is critical that you make time to meditate and connect with your soul. Meditation centered on embracing duality, such as light and darkness, spiritual and material, both human and divine, assists you in accessing the knowledge that God has put inside you. These periods of contemplation are critical for you to hear God's message and comprehend how to carry out your purpose in the world. Your road may sometimes seem difficult. Integrating opposites is a difficult process, and you may feel torn between various directions or duties. Remember that God picked you for this task because He knew you were competent. He has given you the power, insight, and knowledge you need to carry out the mission He has set in your life. You have been called to teach the world that genuine harmony is achieved through acceptance and integration. Your job is to demonstrate that God may be found in the whole of being, the union of what seems to be opposites. Believe in yourself, trust your instincts, and most importantly, trust in God. He is constantly with you, guiding, strengthening, and revealing the path forward. Constantly at your side, guiding and supporting you. Rh-negative star seeders. If you have Rh-negative blood, know that you have a particular connection to the universe, something beyond what most people can see or comprehend. You're a star seeder, someone who was sent to this earth with a distinct and significant purpose. Your spirit appears to vibrate with the heavens, and you may feel as if you do not really belong here. This sense of being out of place is not a fault, but rather a reflection of your spiritual background. God has chosen you to be a pioneer, someone who pushes the limits and provides spiritual improvements to mankind. One of the most prominent aspects of your personality is your fascination with the paranormal and the unknown. You have a natural interest in mysteries, in things beyond what the eyes can perceive. This curiosity is not only a trait, but a tool that God has given you to investigate and find truths that will light the road for others. You have an irrefutable connection with the cosmos, and you may believe that your soul belongs to the stars. This sense of belonging serves as a reminder that you hold cosmic knowledge inside you, which has been planted in you to share with the world. As a star seeder, your duty is to question the familiar in order to tear down boundaries and provide fresh spiritual ideas. God has invited you to brighten new roads and be a light in the midst of the darkness. This might include challenging old ideas, discovering new types of spirituality, or just influencing people around you to think differently. Your difference is your strength, and it is through it that you may fulfill God's purpose for your life and reach your greatest potential. It is critical that you make time to meditate and investigate your cosmic memories. Deep meditations and lucid dreams may be effective strategies for accessing the knowledge inside you. These moments of contemplation allow you to reconnect with your essence and hear the voice of God, who is constantly leading you. Your trip may sometimes seem lonely. After all, not everyone can comprehend the depths of your spirit or the complexities of your purpose. But you should know that you are never really alone. God is constantly with you, supporting you and guiding you. He selected you because He felt you were talented and had something special to give the world. You have been called to be a spiritual pioneer, bringing light and knowledge to mankind. Even if the journey is not always easy, believe in your intuition and the spiritual knowledge that exists inside you. God sent you this assignment because He believed you were capable of completing it. Trust Him, believe in yourself, and continue walking with faith. Your uniqueness is what sets you apart, and with it, you can change the world around you. RH Positive Lightworkers. If you have positive blood, understand that you have a specific purpose, even if it seems easy at first. God has chosen you to be a light worker, someone who changes the world in a practical and modest manner. Your spirituality is defined not by grand secrets or a distant link to the universe, but by your capacity to bring the sacred into the daily. You have the ability to elevate the ordinary to the spectacular, demonstrating that God is present in even the smallest details and gestures. Your real friendliness is one of your best assets. You inspire change in the lives of others around you, not via lofty words or spectacular acts, but by living your life. Your presence provides comfort, hope, and inspiration to others around you. This compassion is not merely a trait, but a heavenly weapon that God has given you to carry out your purpose. When you behave with love, even in the simplest circumstances, you are spreading light and raising the whole. Your spirituality is balanced and encompasses the body, mind, and soul. You recognize that spiritual and material existence are inextricably linked. This view enables you to live peacefully, seeking the divine in every moment and connection. You don't need elaborate rituals or practices to connect with God, since He's present in all you do as a light worker. Your aim is to be a catalyst for change via love. This implies that you will often be prompted to assist others in modest yet deeply significant ways. A grin, a word of encouragement, or an act of charity, these are the instruments God has given you to spread light across the globe. And although these behaviors may seem little, they have a significant influence. You never know how a little act of kindness might make a difference in someone's life or provide hope in a difficult situation. Perhaps you've observed that others around you are attracted to your vibe. They trust you, seek your assistance, or just feel better in your company. This occurs because you carry a unique light that impacts people in a subtle but strong manner. This illumination is not something you must produce or pursue. It is already inside you, implanted by God, so that you might carry out your job. Were you able to relate to any of the features or routes described? Perhaps you sensed a profound resonance in your spirit, as if you were reading about a part of yourself you were already aware of. Leave a comment with your blood type and how you believe God is guiding you on your path. Your narrative has the potential to inspire and enlighten those who are searching for their own purpose. May God bless you and guide you along your unique journey. Remember, you are unique, you are chosen, and you play a crucial part in the divine plan. Trust yourself, trust God, and continue to walk in faith. If you have an abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. To share God's blessings, click the super thank you button on YouTube and donate $20 or more.